Let's talk about something you hope never, ever happens. But what if it does? Do you actually know the rules police have to follow when making an arrest? Well, today, we're going to break down the anatomy of a legal arrest.
So do you? It's a question every single one of us should be able to answer. Because, knowing the procedure isn't just for lawyers. It's about understanding your own fundamental rights under India's new criminal code, the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita, or BNSS for short.
All right, first things first, when can police actually arrest someone? You might think it's as simple as, well, they suspect someone of a crime, but it's really not that straightforward. The law makes a really important distinction, especially when an officer doesn't have a warrant.
So, the law basically draws this big, bright line in the sand. On one side, you've got your serious offenses, what the law calls cognizable offenses. For things like murder or kidnapping, police can arrest right away, no warrant needed. But on the other side, for less serious or non-cognizable offenses, it's a hard stop. The police have to get an order from a magistrate first.
But here's the kicker. Even if it's a serious offense, an arrest isn't automatic. The officer has to actually justify it. They need a good reason, like, is this arrest necessary to stop the person from committing another crime or to keep them from destroying evidence? The point is, the arrest has to be absolutely necessary, not just convenient.
Okay, so let's say the police have decided an arrest is justified. What happens in that moment? It's not just a matter of saying you're under arrest. The BNSS lays out a very specific, formal procedure to make sure everything is done by the book.
And this is where something called the arrest memo comes in. Think of it as the official record of the event. The officer needs a clear nameplate. The memo has to be prepared. It needs to be signed by a witness, a family member, or even just a respected person from the area. And importantly, the person being arrested also has to sign it. This creates a paper trail, you see. It provides accountability right from the start. So we've seen the official procedure. Now let's get to it as probably the most critical part for any individual. What are your rights the moment you're in custody?
24. I want you to remember this number. From the moment of arrest, the police are officially on the clock. Barring some travel time, they have exactly 24 hours to bring the arrested person before a judge. This isn't just a guideline. It's a fundamental protection to prevent someone from being held indefinitely.
And these three rights, think of them as your personal shield. You have the right to know exactly why you're being arrested. You have the right to tell a friend or family member what's happened and where you are. And you absolutely have the right to talk to a lawyer. These things ensure you're never left isolated or completely in the dark.
All right, so beyond those core rights, the law also has some special rules for specific situations, and these are really important for everyone to know.
The law provides two massive protections for women. First, what you could call the contact rule. A male officer can't physically touch a woman to arrest her. Her saying she submits is enough. And second, there's the sunset rule. A woman can't be arrested between sunset and sunrise, period. Unless there are some truly exceptional circumstances, and even then, a female officer has to get a judge's permission first.
You know how in the movies the first thing they do is slap on the handcuffs? Well, in reality, it doesn't work like that. At all. Handcuffs are supposed to be a last resort. The law is super clear that they can only be used in very specific, very serious situations, like if the person is a repeat offender who has escaped before, or for really grave crimes like terrorism or murder. It's a decision that requires serious justification.
So, at the end of the day, why does knowing all this matter? Look, it's not about mistrusting the police. It's about understanding the system we all live in. When citizens know the rules of the game, it keeps everyone accountable. This knowledge empowers you to make sure that justice isn't just some abstract idea, but a procedure that's followed correctly every single time.